You see my hat. I know you like the hat. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan. All right, but right now we're not about to talk about my Texans. We're going to talk about a former Houston Texan, DeShaun Watson, whose name is all out there. People saying, oh, this is the worst trade, the worst transaction ever in NFL history. You know, the worst, not the trade, just the trade. They say transaction. You know, when you sign somebody free agency, that's a transaction. You know, they are separate categories. They have a separate category for the worst free agent signing ever, the worst trade ever, and worst draft ever. When you're being drafted, that's a transaction. So they're saying this DeShaun Watson trade to the Cleveland Browns is the worst ever. Okay. I understand it. I understand it. I disagree with it. Did you catch that? I understand it, but I disagree with it. Most people tend to think that just because someone disagree with them that they clearly don't understand. No, I understand. It is possible to understand a situation but disagree with it. All right? Because when we're speaking, we want people to seek understanding. All right? So I say that to say, yeah, that Greeny, Mike Greenberg, he can't say that. No, no, no. He's a diehard Jets fan. He doesn't get to say that. Jets fans, you have no right to talk about Cleveland Browns fans or their transactions like that. It can't come from y'all. It cannot come from y'all. It cannot come from y'all, okay? It cannot. Because right now, y'all are in the middle of what looks like it could be the worst transaction ever with Aaron Rodgers. Oh, who did they just fire? The head coach, Robert Salah. What? Why would you fire him? How is it his fault? They flew Aaron Rodgers. They flew to California to get him. Brought him back to New York. That's, man, what? Come on now. They flew from the East Coast to the West Coast to bring him back to the East Coast. All right? To bring him to the East Coast. All right? Now, he got the power. He got the power. You know how we know? What? His former offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, when he was the head coach for the Broncos, oh, the media was trashing Nathaniel Hackett. He can't hack it. He can't cut it. You think Nathaniel Hackett was the New York Jets' first, second, third, fourth, or fifth top 10 choice to be their offensive coordinator? No. But he was Aaron Rodgers' number one. So they say, hey, man, miss me what y'all scouts got over there, man. I want bring Nathaniel Hackett over here. Bring him over here. I'm A.A. Ron, okay? Do you know who I am? I'm A to the A, capital A, Ron. That's me. Not you. That's me. Okay? So he has all this power. He has control over the offense. Does DeShaun Watson have control over the offense? No. He does not. Not like how A.A. Ron does. All right? He's running his same offensive system in Green Bay that he always run. And he's earned that right. Okay? But the Jets, they're not obligated to do that for him. The Cleveland Browns, now they could go out there and do the Clemson offense or run some of the similar offense that worked for him with Bill O'Brien and the Houston Texans. Oh, that offense, Clemson offense. They ran a lot of his favorite plays that brings out the best of him. And you want to bring out the best of him. You want to bring out the best out of your team. Okay? But hey, Kevin Stefanski, hey, he's solidified offensive coach. He's like, hey man, I got a good system as well, man. Learn my system. Or who knows, maybe they're trying to learn, maybe there's a mixture of both of it, doing hybrid style. I don't know. All right? If Kevin Stefanski wants DeShaun Watson to learn his offensive system, DeShaun, sir, you're going to have to learn that, young man. Now, I don't think there was ever an option. Was there ever an option for Robert Salah to say, hey, Aaron Rodgers, you learn our system here, the way we do as far as the Jets? No, man. Aaron Rodgers like, man, come on. No, we're going to run my offense. Matter of fact, go get Nathaniel Hackett. But Nathaniel Hackett, he couldn't hack it. Yeah, I want him. I need him over here. Okay? All right. So Robert Salah is gone. He's responsible for the defense. I don't think he was doing anything with the offense. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But man, they fired the head coach, and he, like, that sucks, man. That's not on him. If you got a problem with the offense, look at your boy Nathaniel Hackett. Look at him. It's not like the defense has been trash. The offense, y'all supposed to be doing something. It's supposed to be lights out. Not saying greatest show on turf, but come on, it's supposed to be better than what it is. You're Aaron Rodgers. Where's Aaron? Is he responding to Aaron now? It's supposed to be Aaron. But another thing, DeShaun Watson, his father, his dad passed a couple weeks ago. All right. And his best friend from Clemson was shot and killed a couple weeks ago. We're going to just ignore the fact that can play a part to a person doing their job? Come on, we all work day-to-day jobs and where people not watching us like that, and when a close one passes or gets sick, we're affected by that. That's why we take leave. And I'm not saying, and I don't think there's any amount of leave where you can get to the point where you get over it, but you learn how to move forward and continue life. This is still fresh. This man's father has died. This man's best friend has died. Okay? Is that an excuse? No. But it adds to the equation. All right? It adds to the equation because think about how when a loved one passes, how that affects you. All right? So far this year, I haven't heard about any loved ones pass for Aaron Rodgers. I have not. Okay. Now, DeShaun Watson, he does have some pending cases. Apparently, those cases were resolved when he joined the Browns, but there's more popping up. I don't know if he did it or not. He's being accused of doing something illegal. I don't know if he did it or not. But if he did it, that's going to be on his mind. If he didn't do it, the mere fact people accusing you, that's going to be on your mind too. That's going to be on your mind too. Now, is that an excuse? No. But does that factor into the equation? You're damn right it factors into the equation. Now, Aaron Rodgers, we don't know about him being connected to anything illegally. So far we know no false accusations on Aaron Rodgers. So that part right there, that's on DeShaun Watson. That's something he has to handle. All right. Now, the Jets, you know what? Hey, man, didn't y'all learn y'all lesson? Like, why did y'all go back to saying, it's like, well, let's go get another past his prime quarterback from Green Bay. Okay? Let's go do that. You had the Brett Favre experiment. Then Brett Favre redeemed himself when he went to Minnesota. Y'all had him for 1 year. Y'all had Aaron Rodgers for 2 years. He got hurt the first year. He still looks hurt right now. Okay? So the thing about it, like, Aaron Rodgers is going, Aaron is going to be Aaron. Doesn't matter what the Jets say or do. But look at that. Y'all got the nerve, Greeny, you got the nerve to single out the Browns when your team is in a situation itself where it looks like that could be the worst transaction in NFL history. Was he talking about in sports history or NFL? We're going to keep it strictly on NFL wise, okay? Because I don't know what could be the worst trades or transactions in baseball or in hockey. I know a lot in basketball, but not off the top of my head. I got to go do some research. But we're going to keep it on football right here, all right? So, man, I just think that's pretty weak. That's pretty weak, especially coming from Green Air. Y'all like the hat. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan. But anyway, share your thoughts, man. Which transaction do you think is worse? Aaron Rodgers to the Jets or DeShaun Watson to the Browns? Hey, it's been plays where DeShaun overthrew throwing the receiver, and it's been plays where the receiver, they dropped the ball. It's right there in your hands. Drop the ball. With Aaron Rodgers, Aaron throwing ducks out there. Now, I'm a huge fan of Aaron, but he is throwing ducks. He is throwing ducks. Ducks, people. They don't have that lightning. They don't got that zip like it normally does, man. You know how I know? Because they picking them off. They picking them off. Jets playing against the Vikings. The Vikings defense like, yeah, He ain't the same dude that used to terrorize us over here. Yeah, they no longer fear him. You know what I'm saying? Since we're in the month of Halloween, it's almost like Aaron Rodgers. Let me see, Rodgers throwing all them ducks. It's almost like if you saw that last Halloween movie, Halloween Ends, where I'm not gonna spoil the whole movie, but there's a part where a human he straight up kicked Michael Myers' butt and took his mask from him and walked off. Give me that mask. You don't need that. You don't need that mask. That's how those DBs from Minnesota was picking off Aaron Rodgers. They're like, oh, you ain't the same Aaron. Look at that. Oh, Aaron 2 years ago would have lasered that ball in between the DBs and the receiver would have got it. Now, boom, we got that. You gonna try it again? Boom. But yeah, go back and watch Halloween Ends. It's just like that, where the dude, he took Michael Myers' mask. Now, Michael Myers did redeem himself, of course, on that situation. Will Aaron redeem himself? I don't know. Would he have to go to Minnesota to redeem himself like Brett Favre did? I don't know. Minnesota's cooking right now, 5-0. Shout out to Sam Darnold. Okay? But, and Brian Flores, man, shout out to, man, Minnesota Vikings, that fan base, man. Y'all, they killing it. Because, you know, even though they blew out my Texans, and I was like, despite that blowout, damn, it feels good to be a Texan. I see the way they do against everybody else. Damn, it feels good to be a Texan. But if we see them in the Super Bowl, y'all fans not going to be able to help y'all unless they travel. But we travel too. But anyways, yeah, man, tell me what y'all think. Which trade is worse right now? DeShaun Watson with the Cleveland Browns or Aaron Rodgers to the Jets? Share your thoughts. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.